Well, good morning. You join me out in the park for my one prescribed daily exercise. And what I'm doing is taking this little monkey out for a walk. He is loving life. There's no worries, can't catch coronavirus as a dog. Just loving life, running around. This, come here. 4, no, 6, 4, down, all over. Stop breaking the stick. Oh, we got it. So yeah, just doing some exercise, but the purpose of today's vlog is my journey with Dan Hendriksen has come to an end. Well, official 6-month journey anyway. Oh look, there's wifey. No more than 2 people, so I come out with the wife. It's like I've come out for try and get away from her. No, she follows me out. It's like I'm stuck with her 24 hours a day as it is. That's another thing. This coronavirus is going to cause some divorces, isn't it? Not think. Like, how many people are sick of their partner already after 3 days? Just don't tell her. So yes, my official journey with Dan has come to an end, although as you can clearly see from his channel that I'm still doing work with him. Both course vlogs, the Saturday show, reviews, and we'll be doing more stuff between me, him and Leicester throughout once we're allowed to play out again, once our little curfew has ended. So I'll continue to do my lessons as per every month. You know, I've seen the improvements, and the purpose of this video is to show you the improvements between the swing I had 12 months ago and the swing I have today. So I'm going to finish walking Muttley, who's just peeing everywhere, and then I'm going to go home, feed the rest of the animals, and then we'll sit down, take a look at my swing. So back in the garden, just about to look at the chickens. We're still doing parts of the garden, but we've just had a big patio put in and decking, so let's have a quick look at that. So this is the decking we've had in. You'll have to excuse the grass, the builders trashed it while they were doing this bit. There's Vicky and a rugby ball. So we've had that decking done, which is a lot bigger than it probably looks on the camera. It's just a nice big area for us. And then obviously we've got our washing out. We had this patio put in as well, ceramic porcelain patio. So we've our little entertaining area for nobody, because we're not allowed any friends round, is more or less done. We'll look at the little chickens. There's 4 of the little monkeys. Where's number 5? Chilling, laying eggs. I'll leave you to it for a minute. Oh no. Oh, we got eggs. 3 eggs. Yeah. And loads of shit. Unfortunately, this is what happens with chickens. They shit everywhere. Right, it's time to feed this little monster who's not so little anymore. He is massive. He's getting bigger, so his Viv is far too small for him now, probably. So this summer, we're going to have to extend this. But look, what's this? What have we got? Some strawberries for you. Let's have a look at your strawberries. Look at the size of him. What's that? Not hungry? You going to eat it? No. Just fed Drago. Put some hoppers in there for him. He's stalking them. Where is he? There he is. Stalking them. Here he comes. Dinner time, Drago. Oh, spotted him. Oh, here he goes. Got him. Nice, Drago. So back to the question. Should you get lessons or buy new clubs? Now, I think personally, you should always get lessons. There's a difference between a club fitting and new clubs. So, you know, always get clubs fit. As for lessons, they will just transform your game. But you have to stick to a program. So if you're going for one lesson, you're probably not going to improve very much. You need to stick to a program. And I finished the journey with Dan Hendriksen this month. So that was 6 months of 3-hour lessons. Now, obviously you have to pay for that. So it's also down to like your financials and whether you can afford to do it. But if you're going to do lessons, save up and get a bank of lessons, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours a month, and stick to it and go back every month. You will find that when you go back the month after, you would have muscle memoried back into some old habits, and it takes practice and practice and practice to get out of those bad habits. And when you've done a lesson, you also have to then go and practice the things you've been taught. It's all right going for a lesson and then just doing nothing. You're completely wasting your money. What you need to do is practice. And it's easy for me to say I've got a simulator in the shop so I can do it whenever I want to do it. But even if you go to the driving range once a week and just practice the fundamentals that you've been taught by your instructor, don't just sit there and smash 100 balls down there and go, yeah, lovely, lovely job. Work on the technical aspects that you've been dealing with your pro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 different videos. The first video was taken when I first started YouTube. I was off 17. It was pretty awful. But at 17, I thought I was better than 17. But when you see these videos, you'll understand the difference and what exactly somebody like working with Dan Hendriksen can do for you. So let's just have a look at the first video. This is me up to about June last year.
Oh, he did it as well. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you aimed righter then. Oh, a little bit right.
As you'll see, everything was out to win. There was a shank in there. Everything was going right. It was just flippy hands. I didn't know how to finish the golf stroke. My arms were up here somewhere, just flopping about in the wind. It was pretty awful. So I made the conscious decision, seeing that Dan had advertised for the winter journey, to approach Dan and go and do a 6-month lesson session. Now, although that has finished now in March, I'm clearly doing work with Dan on his channel as well. So I'm always learning when I'm working with Dan. That's one of the good things about working with him. Yes, I do some editing for him, helping him out with ideas for his channel. But all in all, the stuff I'm getting back, which is just constant learning, is priceless, because I enjoy golf. I want to play golf better. I want to be better. Yes, you know, you'll watch some of the things I do on his, and I have thin things and fatten, but I'm still learning. I'm not going to be perfect. You know, I can hit a drive 330, great, but then I'm taking 4 to get down. So the way I've structured my practice and my learning is I want to get off the tee better and I want to hit irons better. So for the last 6 months, I have pretty much dedicated everything about getting off the tee, hitting better irons. We've done some short game stuff together, but it was probably like 1 hour out of the 18 hours I've been with him, because I want to learn stage by stage. So I want to get off the tee better and I want to hit my irons better, and I think I'm there now. The next stage is to work on my short game and to work on my putting. In order to get to that stage, I needed really to be better at this stage. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you another video, and this video is just little clips from a course vlog I've done with Dan, and a few little, and some of the Saturday showdowns I've done with Dan as well, just to show the difference in the swings between what you've just seen and what I'm about to show you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good shot. Oh yeah, that's a proper bomber, that. Yeah, it's just a good shot. Yeah, same shot. Oh yeah, that's better.
So as you'll see, it is like chalk and cheese from where I was a year ago, probably 6 months, because I didn't really improve between then and July. It was only from July onwards, a change of equipment from properly fitted clubs, and then starting to see lessons, properly fitted driver that I got with Dan, that I've seen my game improve. And now I'm down to 12, arguably I'm better than 12, but it's the short game that's just stopping me from getting lower. That's what I need to work on now. So if you're thinking about improving at golf and you're like, should I bother with lessons or should I watch YouTube? YouTube videos are okay for coaching, little tips that you can practice. But if you want to actually improve, you need to go and see a pro. You need to dedicate yourself to doing a bank of lessons and listening to what they have to say and following their instruction. You know, some pros, right, they might not be great, but you find the right one. I'm lucky that I've got someone like Dan down here in the southwest, but there are plenty of pros up north around the Manchester area that are on YouTube that are just as good. There's plenty of pros everywhere, but you've just got to dedicate yourself to doing a bank of lessons. I can't stress that enough, because the difference it will make long term in sort of 6 months. You may not see any improvement on the first month, second month. The first month I went and saw Dan, it was all about control and loft. The second time I went and saw Dan, I'd pretty much learnt nothing, because I tried and tried, but then we did it again. And then finally, I started to click in. But if you're the sort of person who will give up after the first month thinking, well, I'm seeing no improvement, you never will see improvements. You've got to stick to the schedule. You've got to trust the pro you're working with. And you've got to practice. It's, practice, whether it's going out on your own on a course, whether it's going to the range, but it's structured practice as opposed to whacking balls for the sake of whacking balls. I'm guilty of it. I think pretty much everybody's probably guilty of that sort of thing. So it's just a little video to answer the question of should you get lessons and where my swing is at from 6 months, and basically where my swing is at following the journey that I've done with Dan Hendriksen, the previous 6 months of coaching that I've had. Now, over on his channel, there is a little course vlog that we've done together where I take him on in a skins match, so pop across and see that if you've not already. But otherwise, I'm going to try and do some videos while we're in lockdown, but it's pretty difficult. I do need to go to the shop every couple of days to just spend some time with Rosie, feed her, change her water, clean her out. So while I'm there, I may take advantage of the fact the simulator's in there, but what I don't want to do is just keep going daily, because it kind of defeats the object. Even though I'm isolated in my house and there's nobody in the shop but me and there's nobody in my car but me, but I don't want to flaunt the rules and just go for the sake of it and sort of spit in the face of the government, so to speak. But I do need to go and feed her and see her, so while I'm there I may try and get some videos done, but if not, I'll be there just for an hour practicing, because I might as well take advantage of the facilities I've got available to me. But I've been Lee Whitaker. Thank you very much for watching. If you are new here, please drop a subscribe, please like and comment, and please bear with all the YouTubers. Some of us have got a bank of videos that we've saved up in anticipation for this, but some people may not have had the foresight to do that, or don't have the facilities to do that. So just bear with everybody over YouTube for the time being. We're all in the same boat, and hopefully when this all blows over, we can all get out on the golf course, make some new friends, and get back to the game that we all love. But that's it for me, and I'll see you again, maybe in a few days.